I'm on the northeast corner of Hyde Park near Marble Arch, an area known as Speaker's Corner. Now, Marble Arch area was previously called Tyburn, and it was the site of a hanging gallows where the condemned would be sent to die by hanging. Now, tradition had it the condemned was allowed one last speech before they were executed, and they would some would protest their innocence, some would confess, some would criticize the authorities, but they sort of did it in this area right before they went into Tyburn. And even though the gallows is no longer here, the tradition continues where you can use this area as a public forum every Sunday to lodge your complaints against whatever bothers you. You see a lot of that going on here. So this is kind of a small crowd compared to what I've seen it in other days, especially in the summertime. The crowds can be enormous, and if somebody that's quite noted for whatever is coming to speak here on a Sunday and enough people catch wind of it, this place will be packed with thousands of folks. But it's a small crowd and doesn't seem too rowdy. The police are usually in attendance, and the larger the crowds, the more police show up to kind of keep things under control. A lot of people don't realize that the top of Marble Arch is hollow, and you can actually go up in it if you had the key. It's not open to the public. But at one point, they would keep police officers queued up and ready to go in the top of that thing. It has enough capacity to seat 100 police officers in the top. They would keep a watch from the very top on top of the arch itself to keep an eye on the crowds. But this gives you a little bit of an idea of what goes on here. And I'll just leave it at that.
In the whole universe, there is only one creator. That one creator, we Muslims, we say is Allah.
Jesus came back from the dead, and that's why we know Jesus is God. Because only God has power over life and death. Where's Muhammad? Dead, buried, Saudi Arabia. Islam, dead, buried, Saudi Arabia. Where's Jesus Christ today? Risen from the dead in Israel, living up there in heaven. Where's Muhammad?
What's interesting is a lot of people throughout the last 250 years have been doing this on Sunday. Even I've read Vladimir Lenin of communism fame and Karl Marx of Marxism used to come here and air their grievances. But if it gets to be too much, you can retreat to the more peaceful parts of the park right over in that direction, and quite nice. All right, there's been a quick look at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park.